Hey everybody, uh, it's me. I just thought that I would. I don't know. I don't even know if I even have a right to say anything about it, or I mean, about Kim Jonghyun, right? I don't even know what I'm saying right now. All I know is that this sucks. uh, Shinee was so like they always seem so happy, so like it they weren't always in the front lines, they weren't always there, but they were always there, if that makes sense. They were always there, but they weren't always like right there. Not like a lot of these groups, they weren't in your face. But you could always count on Shiny to give you some really uplifting music, something just that touched you, and something that like, oh my god, I don't even know what I'm saying. All I know is that this is sad. It took me a while to hit me. It took me a while when I saw what happened. I was just kind of like, I was like shocked, but it takes a long time for anything to hit me, and I never respond right away to anything that happens to me. It literally takes me like a day or two to fully grasp the situation. It takes a while to kick in. It may look like I didn't care, but I do. And now I'm actually watching and listening to old shiny stuff, because that's what you do when someone passes away. You kind of try and remember their life. And the sad thing is that nobody really knows what he was going through except him. And maybe this will be an eye opener to a lot of fans out there, that they need to realize that their idols, all right, Korean industry, entertainment industry is not the best. It's one of the toughest industries out there. It is not like the West. In the West, they put out one album and they can feed off that album for like at least 2 or 3 years. But if you notice, Korean idols, they put out new music like 3 or 4 times a year, and they're not just one album or two albums. No, they're putting out albums, full albums of music, and they're constantly working. Since the age of just being a teenager, they're on their butts constantly doing something. So by the time they reach the tender age of just 25, 26, 27, they're feeling burnt out. And that's what the Korean entertainment industry does. It burns you out. And 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 you'll never see it. You don't see it, because they've gotten so good at hiding what really what hurts them. They've gotten so good because they're trained by their companies. Some companies, not all, but some companies train their trainees so well that they're so afraid to show what's bothering them. Okay, that it but to know that you've gotten to his level, to Jungkook's level, you got to be an actor, you've gotten to your solo career, and you were planning to do a comeback and stuff, to still be under so much pressure from your label, from your like company, from managers, from even fans, okay? Because the fans are a huge weight on every idol. I'm not saying that they don't appreciate it. Oh my god, they appreciate it so much that they feel that they could be disappointing fans, and that could lead to even more stress on them. But yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy like like in the West, they get a chance to talk to somebody if they need to. They do. They can talk to so many people. You need to pick and choose who's going to be authentic with you, but at least it's more acceptable. In Korean entertainment industry, they really don't have anybody to talk to. There really isn't. It isn't okay to be a psychiatrist in Korea. because you need to know how to handle stress. If you don't know how to handle stress, you're problematic. If you complain about your situation, even though you may be handsome, even though you may be beautiful, even though you may be incredibly talented, you have no right to complain. This is this is the fundamental problem with Korean entertainment industry. Just because they are beautiful, just because they are talented, just because they do sing or dance or act, it doesn't mean that they don't have thoughts and worries and issues and stresses, and it doesn't mean that they're not human. And they say this a lot. You heard this a lot. You hear this a lot that idols are human too. Idols are human too. You know, they are celebrities, and I have seen how many comments saying, no, they can rest when they die. Okay, I've seen that comment like more than I care to admit when they say like, oh, they look tired, let them rest. I've seen comments say, no, they can rest when they're dead. Right now, I want to see them slay. Okay, that's the kind of attitude that, oh yeah, nobody's gonna want to say it, but to be honest, they don't really care. A lot of fans don't care. They don't. And and I saw it with Jonghyun's too. There was so much just bad. Everybody feeding off of it. Everybody feeding off of his death. It was. I read so much stuff, and it was like everybody wanted to get a piece of it. And then the news about his will. Oh my God, you guys! It's his will. Let it be private. I just read that one a little while ago. Like, fuck. Is nothing fucking private. As soon as he passes away, everything comes out. And that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Why can't it stay private then? Like, your will should at least be private, for fuck's sakes. It doesn't include the world. Whoever's in his will needs to know what's in his will, not the world. The fucking world doesn't need to know that it was released. That was so disrespectful. And people twisting what he had said. This was a note to his sister. It wasn't to the world. It wasn't for everybody to see. It wasn't for everybody to pick apart and make their own conclusions and draw their own fucking, do their own stupid self-diagnosis of a fucking person that might have been broken. You can't say that you would know. You can't say that you understand. I decided to say a few things. I'm just gonna go now. I don't even know if I made any sense. All I know is that if you got problems, you gotta talk to somebody. Make sure it's somebody you can trust. And it's somebody that you know, is not gonna judge you. Just be safe. It's Christmas time. Take care of each other. And please watch after your friends, especially the ones who might seem a little distant. Spend as much time as you can with them. Alright, I'm out. Rest in peace, Jonghyun. I hope you can rest now. Merry Christmas, everybody.